Namaskar, Namaste, hello everybody. I was in the 3rd grade, class 3 te portam. It was the results day as well as the prize distribution ceremony. And as per the rules of my school, St. Paul's Boarding and Day School, during the prize distribution, the parents were also invited. Our principal at that time was Sister Claudia Anthony. Excellent, terrific principal. And my class teacher in class 3 was Mrs. Singh, Mrs. Parminder Singh. I remember getting 4 prizes while I was being promoted from class 3 to class 4. One was for English, another was for Bengali, the third one was for science. But the 4th prize that I was getting, while I heard Mrs. Singh announce on the microphone that this year's prize for the best conduct or good conduct goes to Devjyoti Chakraborty. Yes, that is how she pronounced my name. It is Devjyoti Chakraborty. And I went up and I received the prize from Sister Claudia Anthony. Not quite understanding why I was getting that prize. I asked myself that where and when did I give any special effort or any kind of a hard work for any subject or any project called good conduct? I don't remember. Then why am I getting this prize? So perplexed and confused and pleasantly surprised as I was, while we were returning back home, I asked my parents, Ma and Baba, that please explain to me why did I receive this prize? This prize was a beautiful book. So Ma and Baba told me something, explained to me something, guided me through something which were instilled or drilled deep down inside me on that day. And I personally believe and feel that shaped me who I am today. Ma and Baba said, first of all, good conduct means good behavior, your sense of thankfulness, dhanyabad purnata, your sense of gratefulness, kritagnata, your sense of acknowledging everything and everybody's wish, you reply to everybody, you wish back, you designate and address people while you talk, whether it's a verbal conversation or whether it's a written conversation. You address that person in that capacity, whichever capacity the relation between you and that person is. Your respect towards your teachers, your cleanliness, your discipline, your punctuality, your manners, how you behave with your classmates, everything, your humility, your politeness, the way you speak, everything sums up to that good conduct. And one more thing Baba said, which was very deep. He said, just because you won a prize for behaving well and all of these other attributes inside you, which we have inculcated in you right from your childhood and which you have executed it quite naturally, without knowing that you were doing it, doesn't mean, and you won a prize for these, but that doesn't mean that from now on you put a special effort to be extra sweet, to be extra nice, to put in a fake good behavior to win prizes in future. That's very deep. Baba said that these are the attributes that should be there in a person very naturally. And you need not behave well, or these attributes of thankfulness, acknowledging a person, being grateful to a person and the favors, being polite, being humble, being down to earth, being punctual, being disciplined, being well-mannered shouldn't be for some vested interest or shouldn't be for winning any awards. It should be very naturally ingrained in you. And that struck a chord in me. One more thing Baba said. You know what? A human being takes back nothing, absolutely nothing, when that human being reaches the fire or the grave. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. We take back nothing. As per Gita, we have come into this world empty-handed. We'll leave this world empty-handed, materially. But what we are going to take back is, or the reason that we will be remembered is for our good conduct, for our karma. Whether it's a good conduct or a bad conduct, or your good karma or bad karma. People will remember you for that only. You'll be in people's mind for that sole reason. Not for your money, not for the big swanky cars you own, not for the big house that you have, not for the bank balance that you have, not for the physical attributes, the color of your skin, not for the power, what kind of a designation you hold. Nothing, nothing, nothing. You're going to take back nothing. People will only remember you for the behavior, for your good work, for the positivity that you have spread in their lives, for the goodness that you have spread in their lives. People are going to remember you for that only. So that struck a chord in me. And that really made me think how to shape myself as a person as I will grow up. 20 years back in 2002, when I left my job in the ship, a very secured, highly paid job, and jumped into absolute darkness in this entertainment world, knowing nothing, knowing nobody. Just to be a face in the crowd. Now, mind you, this crowd is not only the crowd of a random company where the CEO or certain employees are going to know you. This crowd was the mass. This crowd was supposed to be the whole world. Where I took a challenge, it's a huge challenge, to sacrifice everything in my life, to be a face in the crowd, that crowd, the mass, with your good conduct. That's an even more difficult challenge, but it's possible. On that day, while I was in class 3, that prize distribution ceremony day, I made a promise to myself, going by the teachings of Baba and Ma. Come what may, I'm going to stick with this principle of good conduct and good karma till I'm alive, till my last breath, come what may. In this journey, especially in the last 20 years, I've met some extremely remarkably interesting people who don't quite believe in that principle of karma or the principle of good conduct per se. They are drunk high on power. They are drunk with their bank balance. They are drunk with their big cars, big houses, big designations, powerful designations. Fake egos, ahankar. I've met them. Interesting people, very, very interesting people. I meet them on a daily basis. And I'm really intrigued and overwhelmed by their behavior, their rude behavior, their ill behavior, their ego, the fake egos. They don't quite understand that same simple thing, that they're going to take nothing back. People without any sense of acknowledgement, I meet them every day. They don't acknowledge your mails, they don't acknowledge your messages, they don't acknowledge nothing, they acknowledge nothing. They're ungrateful people. I've met so many ungrateful people whom I've helped them in their very, very serious conditions of life. And they've forgotten me. I'm to be blamed because I knew very well they will forget me, knowing that I've helped them, so nobody is to be blamed. I have no malice against them. I've met people who are not at all thankful. I've met people who are very, very impunctual. They have no sense of time and respect for the other person's time. extremely ill-mannered people. And now, in an era where we stay and where we live, this era, this age, where bad behavior, rudeness, crassness, obscenity, that's the USP of many people earning a quick buck, earning a profession. And the message is also going to the younger generation. The more ill-behaved you are, the more foul-mouthed you are, the more you can conduct yourself badly, rudely, the more popular you are. That is a wrong message that is going to the youth. And that is where the social structure is breaking. You see all these programs on TV. The USP of these programs on TV or the web series is how rude you can be, how foul-mouthed, how obscene you can be, how dirty you can be, how seriously and crassly you can insult another person. And so a young mind is also watching and thinking, okay, the more you insult, the more popular you become. That is not. So in these 20 years, I've met these very, very interesting people. Why I'm saying interesting? Because it has made me wiser. It has made me stronger. I have no malice, no vengeance, no ill feelings on any of these people. My mind always, whenever I have been deceived, whenever I've been taken advantage of, my mind has always told me that, you should be poisonous inside, you should be angry inside, you should be bitter inside. But I'm not, because I control my mind. I tell my mind to shut up. I tell my mind not to give me any ideas. I tell my mind not to control me. I'm going to control you. I'm to be blamed because I knew everything. That is how human beings are. Yet I went ahead. Yet I tried to interact with that person, knowing that that person can be rude, knowing that that person can try and make you feel very little, can try and make you feel that you are nothing, you're useless, can take advantage of you, can take you for a ride, can steal from you. You knew very well. Yet you tried to build up a rapport for whatever, for my social work reason or for whatever. So you are to be blamed. And I've learned a lesson from all of these very, very interesting people I have met till today, till this moment, and I'm going to meet in future. Saying that, there's a hindsight also. I've met some remarkably gifted people who actually believe in that same principle of Baba, principle of good conduct, principle of good karma. People with humongous power, people with humongous talent and popularity. Yes, they have also been a part of my life, and I've met them in this very, very interesting journey of 20 years. I've met them too. And they have also given me a lot of encouragement, a lot of good lessons in life. They have made me even more humble. They have enriched me. They have taught me, your work, your contribution to the society, that should give you respect automatically. You cannot demand and force respect from anybody. You cannot throw around your weights just because you have all these material attributes in your life. So I've met such kind of people also, and I treasure them very closely in my heart. They are my co-walkers in my life, co-travelers in my life. So actually, I wanted to give a message to all the young people out there, to my soldiers out there. Behaving well, having a good conduct, and all these attributes that I have discussed doesn't make you lose anything. You don't spend a single paisa for that. You don't have to. But you gain a lot. You gain a lot in life, and you give back a lot to the society through your good conduct, through your sense of thankfulness, through your sense of gratefulness, through your sense of acknowledgement, through your sense of punctuality, through your sense of discipline, through your sense of manners, not forgetting the roots and the heritage and the culture that our country belongs to, a very, very rich culture, rich heritage, India. So I wanted to share these feelings with you all, keeping in mind that very remarkable incident of my life when I was in class 3. Thank you for your time.